Hi, I'm Kent German, Senior Managing Editor here at CNET, and I'm going to give you a first look at the ZTE Reef for Virgin Mobile. Now with this phone, Virgin Mobile is getting a couple things it hasn't had before. One, it's getting a water-resistant device. It's also getting a phone made by ZTE, which of course is a big Chinese company that's still growing here in the United States. Started out with really basic phones, but now it's getting into smartphones like this. Fortunately, what the ZTE Reef doesn't bring to Virgin Mobile is a handset with 4G LTE, which Virgin Mobile now has, and you don't get the latest Android operating system. So, a little disappointed on both of those fronts, but the water-resistant thing is nice. The only weird thing is, when you look at this phone, you don't really think it's water-resistant. You know, a lot of water-resistant phones, they have rubber on the outside, they have a lot of closed ports, they're very kind of heavy or sturdy. This just doesn't feel like that at all. It's plastic back, feels really light in the hand. Not that light's a bad thing, but just doesn't feel like a water-resistant phone, as I said. Up top, you'll see the 3.5mm headset jack doesn't even have a cover. The micro USB does. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. Is that while this is a water-resistant phone, so you can dunk it in water, you can do it for up to 30 minutes in a meter of water. It's not designed to withstand elements like dust and salt fog and all the other things you might see on, like an old Nextel phone or the GZ1 Commando. So, not that device, but it is water resistant, so you could leave it by the pool, maybe at the beach, and it should be fine. Overall though, pretty standard Android design, a plastic Android rectangle, as some people like to say. There is a pretty nice display, pretty bright and colorful, all the usual customization options as adding folders or icons or deleting them. You can go back and forth through the 5 home screens. At the bottom of the display you see there's that standard app tray. It fits up to 4 apps. One is there's the menu right there, so you can't change that one. But it has 4 apps that you can swap out. That stays constant on all the screens as you cycle through. Down below are 3 touch controls. There's a back button, there is the settings, or the sub-menus also, and then there is a home key. There is a 5-megapixel camera, well stocked with features. Photo quality is fine, nothing to scream about, but gets you by. Also shoots video. There's a big speaker down there, which actually gets pretty loud on a speakerphone. I was pretty surprised. Behind the battery cover, you'll find the micro SD card slot. You also have to remove the battery too. It's not under the battery, it's just kind of beside it. Like I said, the phone isn't hot on features. It does have Android 4.1. It is not 4G LTE. Virgin Mobile does operate that network. It has a couple phones out there that use it. It is on 3G, and I noticed that even the 3G speeds that it has are run kind of slow. Of course, Virgin Mobile doesn't operate its own network, remember that, so this is running on Sprint's network. Sprint actually owns Virgin Mobile, so is using a big network, is using something that has a lot of coverage, but just didn't really like the 3G speeds. And then you have all the usual Google apps, some productivity features, organizer options, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, so pretty standard, mid-range really in features. Virgin Mobile stocks it with some bloatware, like there's this feature which is Virgin Feed, which shows you sort of popular music, news stories, sort of useful, sort of not. There's a lot of icons it's stocked with, like Wikipedia, they have BuzzFeed, they have Twitter, they have Instagram, or there's also the mobile ID packs, which then you can sort of give your phone different identities, and it downloads certain wallpapers and other apps to go with it. Call quality was pretty good, didn't have any major complaints. But overall, a pretty mid-range phone. I just was disappointed they didn't stock a couple more features, but it is nice that Virgin Mobile gets something you can take in the pool. I'm Kent German, and this is the Virgin Mobile Reef.